Hey guys, Geno Zero, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land. Whatever part of the world that you are in. Okay, we're going to do some more cooking today in our outdoor kitchen. And decided we'd make a video about it and show you guys what we got going on. You know, when I make these kind of videos, they're not commercials for a piece of gear. I don't get paid if you buy anything from SilverFire or anything from Missouri Wind and Solar, the sun ovens and stuff like that. I don't make any money off that. I'm just showing you guys the gear that I use and the gear that we use to help us live the lifestyle that we like to live. So the only thing that's going to happen is if you go and you buy one of these stoves or something, is that you're going to get a really good piece of gear. That's why I do these videos, to show the gear that I'm using and how well it works. So getting that out of the way, today we're going to steam some tamales outside. That's going to keep the heat and the steam, of course, outside. That's going to help the air conditioner not run so hard and so much. It's a pretty warm day today. And we're going to use the SilverFire Hunter stove to do this with. I've had some questions about which one do I prefer, the Hunter or the rocket stove, which is called the Survivor. They have different purposes. This one here I like to use, like if it's in the middle of the day, because when you load this thing up, this is called a TLUD stove, which stands for top loading updraft. So you fill your combustion chamber up here. Right now today I'm using pine cones. You fill this up and you light it and it burns by itself. You don't have to, this is just an air inlet. You don't have to sit there and feed it like you would your rocket stove. The rocket stove we use in the evening time when we're done with the day and we're cooking dinner and we're relaxing. We can sit next to the fire and feed it and cook. This one here, in the middle of the day, we pack it full, you can light it and you can walk away from it. And usually you get about a 20-25 minute burn out of a full combustion chamber. Which is you know, a good long burn. So like I said, I've got this one here filled with pine cones, and on this TLUD stove we pack the combustion chamber to just right at this little ring of holes right here. This is an air inlet, and also you'll notice that it's got these holes around the side here because this also gasifies, so it gets a maximum amount of burn. And then of course you have your smoke little chimney that you can you know, let your smoke up and out. But once this thing starts burning properly, there's not a whole lot of smoke involved in it. So as you can tell, I've had mine for a couple of years now, and we use it, and we beat it up, and we beat the crap out of it, and this thing is still going. It's a great piece of gear, and I just love mine. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and light the fire here and let it get going. Pine cones burn pretty good. This is what they call a biomass stove. Anything and everything that will burn, you can burn in here. We've burned, you know, the wood bedding pellets. You can burn anything that's a biomass. You can burn in the stove. So now we're going to give it a couple of minutes. I've got my air intake all the way open so that it can get a good burn going. And once we get a good burn going, then I'll drop it down to about here to limit the amount of air that it breathes in to make it burn longer and more efficiently. But we'll get to that point. Now we're going to get the fire going, and we'll get our pot, and we'll start working on the tamales. So we'll get back here in a minute. Okay guys, we got our fire going here, so now we're going to set, this is called the Dragon Pot. It's also made by SilverFire, and it is designed specifically for the SilverFire stoves. You can see that the smoke and the heat comes up from this skirt around the pot, comes up through the holes, and it heats the whole pot up. It gives you a more quick, efficient heating of the whole pot. Now there is some smoke coming, so I'm going to turn this down to let that burn efficiently. Now this is something that Todd just come out with that I just got a couple of weeks ago. This is a steamer basket that is made for this Dragon Pot. So I've got a couple inches of water at the bottom of my Dragon Pot, and I'm going to put my steamer with my delicious tamales in here. My sister-in-law Liz made these and sent these to me, so we're going to cook them up. These are pork tamales, so y'all who know me pretty well, you know, they're not like turtle tamales or groundhog or anything like that. Liz made these and they're pork. So now we're going to set our steamer basket in there, put our lid on, and let these steam. Once it comes to a boil, the water, then we're going to let them steam for about 30 minutes. And open this up a little bit so that I can get my flame going. But eventually, that smoke will die off once this kicks up and burns, and there won't be that much smoke. So, but anyway, this is how this stove is designed, and we love it. So anyway, we'll see you here in a bit. We'll give you a quick progress update here in a couple of minutes. Okay guys, well, we can see that, first of all, it took a little bit longer. We're at about 30, maybe a little bit longer than 30 minutes because the pine cones burned up really fast, and I was farting around and I let the fire go out. So we switched over to sticks, just little chunks of sticks and debris that we got out of the yard here, And you can see that we got a little bit of steam coming out of the Dragon Pot now, which means that the water's boiling and the tamales are steaming. There's not a whole lot of smoke that's coming out of the smokestack. And if you think that your fire has gone out, it has not. It's just the gasifier burning up all the excess smoke and the flammables and stuff. I just singed my arm. And the smoke and stuff. So there won't be a whole lot of smoke coming out once it starts burning correctly. So anyway, I just wanted to give you kind of a quick update. You can see we're steaming away. They're smelling good. Probably about another 20 minutes or so, these will be done, and we'll check in with you then. So we'll see you in about 20 minutes. Okay guys, we are right at about 45 minutes, so somewhere around in there. I filled this thing up a couple times with sticks. Like I said, the pine cones burned up really quick. And if I was going to sit there and tend it, the pine cones would work all right. But anyway, now that these tamales are done, they're done steaming, we are going to pull them off and let them start cooling a little bit till we can get at them. And let this finish burning down to ash, and then we can just, once it cools down, we'll just take the stack off, and I empty my ashes out through here. They go down into the vent. You can just shake them right out, and then we'll put the stove away. But we'll do a taste test here in a second and see how well this steamer steamed, and we'll let you all know. Just wanted to show you though that there's lots of uses for steamers. If you were to purchase a pot with a steamer attachment for it, not only are you steaming vegetables, but you can also make tamales, steam fish, boil eggs, and so on and so forth in your steamer basket. So just trying to show something a little bit different than your regular steamed vegetables. But anyway, we'll let this cool down a little bit where we can get at it, and we'll do a quick taste test. And so we'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, when you finish up your tamales, you want to take them out of the corn leaf here, the hoja as they call them. Hoja, so you don't want to eat the corn leaf, the corn husk. We just set ours on a plate. We'll take a little bit of our homemade salsa right here and put it on top. Man, they smell awesome too. Love tamales. And if I ever make them again, I will do a video on how we make these tamales like that. They're pretty simple. They're just time consuming. So now we'll just get us a little bit of meat tamale mixture here. Hot. Oh man, but that's yummy. So there you go. There's how we steam tamales. And like I said, whenever I make a batch of tamales, we make them. We'll do a video on how we make them. But there you go, man. Outdoor, off-grid tamales. I love them. It didn't cost us anything to make them. A little bit of time, and they are yummy. So you guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. God bless. In the end. Buzz, buzz. The end.